This is the Olight Arkpro Ultra, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Upon unboxing, you'll find the light itself, along with a magnetic charging cable, information card, and a hidden message card, and of course, the manual. The Ultra is made of aluminum alloy, a special material developed by Olight that is twice as hard as regular aluminum. It's IPX7 water resistant and has an impact rating of 1 meter and weighs just over 100 grams or just over 4 ounces, and it's powered by a built-in 2000 milliamp lithium-ion battery. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test, starting in the 1700 lumen turbo flood mode, the Ultra reached a max thermal output of 123 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius after about 2 minutes of use, and it ran at that output for about 3 minutes before stepping down by 70% until the battery became completely depleted for a total runtime of 2 hours and 53 minutes from turbo flood. Moving along to my recharge time test using my Anker 65 watt PD charger, the Ultra took just 1 hour and 33 minutes to fully recharge from completely depleted. Now let's take a brief tour of the modes and general operation of the Olight Arkpro Ultra. Alright guys, we're taking a look at the Arkpro Ultra. This is what it looks like. Give you a brief tour. You have your ambidextrous pocket clip here that you can put on a hat or in your pocket. It's deep carry, you can see right there. Goes pretty deep. On the side here, you've got your C-type charging port, and that's what that looks like. You're going to be able to charge this with your regular standard cell phone charger. You're also going to be able to charge it with the magnetic charging as well, standard with Olight products. You have your laser on the side here. This is the laser button, how that works. You have a low output and you have a high output. So this is the low and this is the high, and you just hold down to cycle through to whichever one you want. You also have three lights in the front here. You have your UV, you have your flood, and you have your spot, and that's what that looks like. And over here you have your toggle and you have your button, so you push the button there. You also have your power on the right and your output on the left. So if you're in turbo like I am right now, that's going to be all the way up, and then it's going to show you your indicator for the battery there as well. You also are going to notice that we have one other feature right here in front, and this one is the arc beat. And what that does is this changes color over time. For the first couple hours it's white. After a couple hours it turns orange. After a few hours after that, about 6 hours later, it turns to yellow, and then it turns to green. After about 14-hour mark, 30 hours, it turns to cyan, and then blue at 62 hours, and then purple at 126 hours for a total of 254 hours roughly to complete the entire cycle of all the colors. And once that does all that, it unlocks, and then you have the ability to make it whatever color you want for as long as you want and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. It's got a little heartbeat there, so you can see that your flashlight is now alive. And as long as that little heartbeat's going, that means the battery's good inside and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to walk through some of these button pushes here. It's going to be pretty simple, guys. You get your laser that you can also use in tandem with your different white and UV outputs. So right now we're in UV, and you can use the laser and the UV at the same time, as you guys can see that. And I also have the outputs here for the UV as low, and you hold it down again, it will go into high. And then the same thing, like I said, with the laser, hold down low and high, low, high, low, high. And you can use it with the white light as well. So we can turn on the white light, and you can use that with the flood, and you can use that with the spot. And you can also jump to turbo, or you can just use it in moonlight mode like this and use it with the low or high output for the laser. You can use those all with the laser. Everything works with the laser. So if you wanted to use it in any of the modes with the laser, it's going to work with the laser in every single mode. The only one you can't use together is the UV with the white light, which you really wouldn't need to use that like that anyway. Moving along to the lockout mode, if you hold down the button, you hold down for a few seconds, the light turns on, and then you're going to see this little indicator that shows that you're in lockout mode. So now when you push the button, no matter what you do and no matter what you press, you're going to see that that is in lockout. You hold it down again, it will unlock, and you're going to be able to jump into all the things you need to jump into. See that battery indicator? Nice and green, nice and bright. And then you have your output, which is white. I love how they changed up the colors, which is really kind of neat. And this is just an overall awesome light. Now you're probably wondering, what's the difference between the Arkpro and the Arkpro Ultra? Well, first off, you have the made of OL, which is the material that Olight has deemed their own. It's twice as hard as aluminum, so it's O-luminum, and that's one of the features. This has 200 more lumens at the max output than the Arkpro, and also you have that new arc beat feature, which is kind of neat. So those are the only three things that are really the ones that stand out. Other than that, these are all exactly the same light, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. This is all encompassing. It does just about everything. It fits everyday scenarios, like everyday carry. You can use this for probably above and beyond what you're actually going to need an EDC flashlight for, which is exactly what a prepared person would want, right? Here at Prepared Guy, this is like my ultimate EDC flashlight. So let's take it outside, guys, and see what this one looks like in the dark. All right, guys, I'm outside with the Olight Arkpro Ultra, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and throw this into the flood mode right now, and here's what it looks like. This is going to be the 1 lumen flood mode, and this is what it looks like from about 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. I'm going to step it over to the spot mode, and that's what the spot mode looks like. 14-day runtime on that. And we're going to step it up, and I'm going to bring it over to the flood mode in the 15 lumen. That's 72-hour runtime, 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. And that's what that looks like. I'm going to go over to the spot mode, and this is the spot mode, 66-hour runtime on 15 lumens, 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. And that's what that looks like. And now I'm going to bring it over to the flood again, and we're going to go into the 100 lumen flood mode, and that's going to be 13-hour runtime on that. And now I'm going to bring it over to the spot mode, and that's going to be 10 hours on that mode as well. Pretty bright. You can start to see out there into the yard. And now I'm going to bring it over to the 520 lumen flood mode. 2 hours and 35 minutes. This is what it looks like. 2 hour and 35 minute runtime on the 520 lumen flood mode. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring it over to that spot mode. And this spot mode is 400 lumens, 2 hours and 5 minute runtime. As you guys can see, nice and bright. And then of course, I'm going to bring it over to the flood mode. I'm going to double tap, and that's going to give you 1700 lumens in the flood mode. That lights up the entire porch here. 3-minute runtime on this, guys. 1700 lumens, nice and bright. And now I'm going to bring it over to the spot mode, and that's going to be 4-minute runtime, 800 lumens. And you can start to see out to the yard there, and that's what that looks like. It's nice and bright, 20 feet away from the railing. And we'll go forward a little bit. You can start to see out in the yard, way out there. And now, guys, I'm going to throw this into the 1700 lumen flood mode, 1700 lumen flood. And we've got a pretty good amount of light going out there. This is what it looks like all the way up to that tree right there. Is about 50 feet, 60 feet roughly. And that is going to be 1700 lumens. Now I'm going to go over to the spot mode right here. This is the spot mode. This is going to be 800 lumens in spot, and you can start to see all the way out to the tree line up there. Nice and bright. That throws pretty far, and we'll adjust this so you can see right up into that tree line, 800 lumens. Look how far out that goes, guys. You can see all the way out there. Nice and bright. And as this gets hot, it does step down a little bit. So that's what that looks like, 1700 lumens. Pretty good, guys. I mean, this is nice and bright. You can actually see out there pretty well. I'm going to do the 100 yard test here. 800 lumen spot, and this is what it looks like. 800 lumen spot. Nice and bright. all the way out to that road there. You can see the tree line across the road as well. And we'll bring it over to the flood and 1700 lumen flood. Pretty good, guys. You can see out there pretty well. All right, guys, now I'm going to do the UV mode. This is the low UV mode right here. And then this is the high UV mode here. As you guys can see, high, and low. And you also have a laser that you can utilize. And you can also use that with the white light for the flood, or you can use it for the spot as well. And as you can see, that goes out pretty far into the yard here as well. We'll double click, we're in that 800 lumen mode now. And that's what that looks like in the yard. Pretty bright, nice and bright. We'll go on to that flood. You guys can see, got that green dot. That's the high laser. And this is what it looks like with the low. This is the low laser setting. Not very bright. We'll kick it up into the high mode for that laser. Now you can actually see it. Pretty bright, guys. Pretty nice and bright. And of course, I'll add some light to that. Double click, 1700 lumens. You can actually see out into the yard there. See all the way to that tree. All the way to the tree line over there. We'll throw that in the spot. You guys can see that all the way into the tree line. Bring this back over so you can actually see all the way up into the tree line here. And this is what it looks like with the laser all the way up into the tree line. See that laser, guys? All the way up into the tree line there. That's the low. Right here's the low. And then this is the high. And then we'll drop this back down. And you can see, pretty good. Bring it all the way back up to that turbo again. 800 lumens. Not bad.
And now for my final thoughts. The Arkpro Ultra is a solid EDC flashlight that offers the versatility and convenience to handle almost any daily situation. Its impressive run times and outputs and features like the Arkbeat add both reliability and fun to your EDC. So if you're looking for an extraordinary, all-encompassing EDC flashlight, then the Olight Arkpro Ultra is an excellent choice. The Arkpro Ultra will be on sale during Olight's Black Friday sales event, and it's backed by a lifetime free from defects warranty, so you can buy with confidence knowing that your investment is secure. And if you're watching this video but the sale is over, you can still save some money by using my promotional code PG10 to save an extra 10% off of your non-sale item purchases. I'll leave a link down in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if you found it useful. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.